Okay, welcome back everyone. Ryan here once again. So in here in the conference room, we have the NOx Sensor Tester. So we did a video a couple weeks ago, roughly. We tested a known good NOx sensor. We had a lot of requests to test a bad NOx sensor. So I have a PACCAR NOx sensor here that we had some issues with on a vehicle a few months back. So we know it's bad, so in the NOx sensor we're going to show you and confirm that it's bad as well. So with that, we'll go ahead and get it hooked up and we'll test it out. Okay, so like I said, we have a PACCAR or DAF NOx sensor. They're pretty similar. Some of them share the same common part numbers, so let's see if you have it the right way. So we got that plugged in. We have our AC power. Get to the program here. So we're going to go to auto detection. Okay. Now, like I said in the first video, this does do a heater test on this probe, so this can get very hot. So just make sure that you're not holding it or it's not somewhere that could potentially catch on fire, like in a greasy rag or something of that nature. So I usually try to kind of hang it off the table here. So we're going to go ahead and start the test. So unlike the first video and the first test that you guys probably saw, you see that the heater status keeps jumping. It goes from phase 1, complete phase 2, it keeps going back and forth. Now one of the things with this tool is that typically if this was connected to an ACM or an ECM in its normal environment, when it would be acting like this, it would throw there would be a fault code generated. So what we're watching here is that erratic behavior of the heater status, and also we're looking at see, this is an inlet NOx sensor as well, so that auto-populated. I didn't say that earlier. And you don't see your readings here stabilizing. So if you've ever watched a regen and you've watched your NOx sensors as they activate, once they get up over 700 degrees or so during a regen, they will activate, then you start seeing the numbers bounce around and then they kind of stabilize. So here, most likely with this sensor, I said not to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. It's still cold, so obviously there's an issue with the heater, which is we see with a lot of NOx sensors. A lot of times the heater is the failure. So if the heater's not working, then you're never going to get the correct readings. So we're showing unstable down here on both NOx reading and O2 readings. So about 70%. Yeah, still cold. %. Okay, so there the results are up. So that's abnormal, which means there's obviously an issue. It's bad, as we saw. Nothing ever activated here like we saw with a good one. So we're going to go ahead and generate a report. Let's name this 002. Okay, and then you get a little bit more information down here. So inlet probe temperature reasonable. So that looked like the main issue to me, that was out of range. Obviously, it never warmed up. So with no heat, you're never going to get the correct readings. So we will go back, go to menu, sorry. Go to records, 002. And then we can see that report. Yeah, so even replacement recommended. Then, so there we have Cummins PACCAR as the brand. So we can download this report. PDF version report that you can email to somebody or text or send in any manner that you wish. You can also go into the settings and you can change and put your company name on here as well. So for a nice professional report if you're a shop or a retail, parts retail place or whatever. So, okay, so we're gonna go back here. We had 2 other questions that I wanted to answer. Then it was with the manual detection showing all the other NOx sensors that are available in this. So starting at the top, you have Volvo, Cummins, Detroit, John Deere, Continental. I've seen a lot of Continental ones where they say Continental on the back. Bosch, Bosch makes a lot of them. Mercedes, Scania, BMW, and DAF, which is PACCAR. So, but like I said, some of the PACCAR products use, I've seen some of them have the exact same part number as a Cummins, like these. I actually have a Cummins one down here. So this is a 432-6874. It's a pretty common number, an 872, an 871. So I've seen those on PACCAR stuff as well. So pretty good coverage here with your highway side and also some off-highway side as well. So the other question we have was in regards to 24 volts. So there are 24 volt applications out there. This is already ready to read 24 volt NOx sensors. The only difference is your power adapter here, just this little guy, or if you have the cigarette lighter one, if you're plugging in the 24 volt, this should be able to go directly with that. But the only difference would be providing 24 volts. So we have the option available to where you can purchase a 24 volt AC adapter to power up those 24 volt NOx sensors, and then everything will work just like you saw with the 12 volt sensor. So that's pretty much that in a nutshell. I'm going to put out a couple more videos on this. We're going to do some kind of experimenting out in the shop. We're going to take we did some trial runs. We're going to put some heat to these probes and stuff to simulate some other conditions, and we had some questions about that type of stuff or some comments. So I'm going to do a few experiments on those and do some videos and to kind of put some of those things to bed. Pretty much that's all we got for today, guys. So there is a pre-order special on this unit right now, so check out the Performance USA website. I believe there's $200 off on the pre-order. They should be available in May or so. These should be shipping out end of the month here, 1st of May, end of April or so. So there'll be those pre-orders you save on the first 100 units, which a lot of I think about half of those slots have already sold out. So there's $200 discounts that gets it down to $5.99 on the price with that. So we have our discount code in the description below. So use that, get the free shipping. You don't need to pay for shipping. I mean, if you want to, you can, but yeah, use that code, use that free shipping, help support the channel and us as well. So that's pretty much all I got for today, guys. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the bell for the updates, and like the video, and we'll see you next time.